Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. It's time for Uncharted. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. It's time for a siege. Like right now. Right now. There's a siege. It's gonna happen right now. How are you all doing? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Thursday. Almost there. One more day, right? We're almost there. Almost to the end of the week. Which is usually good, right? It's probably good. Siege. Nice weather. We are having nice weather here as well. Like unusually nice weather this week. Like concerningly nice weather is what we're having right now. And of course I haven't gone outside today. I should have gone outside today. And now it's gonna be dark before I get a chance. Well, that's cool. I don't know, maybe over the weekend. Of course I'm gonna be cooped up all weekend too. Anyway, how are you all drawing Klingon Belena Torres because okay. I can't stop you. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. We got a siege popped onto our screen at the very end of last stream. So like they popped onto screen, we saved the game. That's where we're at right now. So that's our first priority, is not being attacked. And then we're going to continue work on our dome, which is turning into a home for a bunch of pride flags, as you do. So we're gonna wrap that up and fill it with all of our artifacts. It's going to be our vault for artifacts, right? And then beyond that, I don't know. Not a whole lot of plans beyond that. So maybe we'll see where we're at. Yeah. Yay, flags. Hooray, flags. Today's episode is brought to you by a window of certain colors in certain orders, and by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out. Please look out a window every once in a while. It's probably good for you. I would appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm going to go over here. I've been excited for this. So we're going to come over here. And we're going to have goblins. So how's everyone doing? We got this announcement, right? The army is commanded by the troll. Lobster Shores. Cthulhu Lobster Shores. Cthulhu Lobster Shores is the troll commander of this army. Beware their heavily armored, skilled goblin lashers. I'm curious what they mean by heavily armored. So we've definitely seen sieges where they just like didn't have anything, right? I see a lot of hammers here. Iron mail shirt, iron chain leggings, copper everything else. Iron is a little, I don't know if I'm gonna call it scary, but it's scarier than they've had in the past. Iron shirt, iron leggings. You look like you just have copper. Looks like you have iron. Yeah, more in a silver maul and a two-hand grasp. That's fun. We've got a bunch of trolls here with iron picks. Got our traditional battering ram situation. And we're gonna get a whole bunch more walking onto the screen here. You're basically naked. Wow, the people on the battering rams get the short end of the stick, don't they? They showed up to a glacier hauling a battering ram wearing sandals. Also, goblins wear socks with sandals, canonically, I guess. Never even thought about that before. They all have like a weapon, but otherwise they're wearing a tunic. Oh, that is so sad. It's gonna be very bad for them. And then they're all hauling blocks, and of course the trolls don't have armor. I don't know if I've ever seen a naturally occurring troll wearing armor, now that I think about it. Yeah, so they just got their blocks or their weapons, or their picks rather. And yeah, I wonder, we'll have to keep an eye out for this commander. Is this you? Yeah, this is the commander. Cthulhu Lobster Shores. Adept Organizer at level 2 Axeman. Okay. You also don't have armor. The troll commander of this siege is wearing a leather tunic and silk trousers. And socks with sandals. So, I'm not too worried here. There is some potential for scariness here, but I'm not that worried. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure that our burrow situation is all updated, because we can be in here now. Right? This is all, yeah, that's all fine. But realistically, I don't want the outsides. In theory, the siege is going to go fast enough that I'm not going to really care about making sure they can get in here, but may as well, right? Nope, yep, okay. Let's just... I'm just gonna do this the smart way. And of course, can I do that? I can do that. Okay. And this is fine, but like, I don't, like, these aren't, oh, come on. Just watch me struggle to assign a burrow all day. That'll be fun. Now, that is fine. Just the random polar bears. I still can't get over the polar bears everywhere. They're my favorite. Our little windows here. Oh, that's not. Okay, and then we'll just do the same thing. Any more creatures on the map? Well, that's a good question. The walruses have been out in the ocean for quite a while. I think I'm at the point where I'm going to delete the walruses to see if we can get something else to show up. Have you found the great runas? I'm not sure I know what you mean. Great runes. Pro deleting walruses. Okay. Oh, and then why? I guess I do want this to be included. I don't know where that came from. This is good. This is fine. Right, and this was just a big general assignment here. I think the rest of this should be fine. Right? I think this is all fine. This should all be fine. Yeah, I don't want them going in here. Don't want them going past here. I'll even do like that. And then, oh, that we don't need access to the garbage chute right this moment, right? So that's all fine. That's fine. And then we're gonna go way down. Yeah. This should all be fine. This hasn't really changed. It's just aquifer. Right? I'm curious why it like removed all the walls from everything, but it truly does not matter. So whatever. That's all fine. And then everything else is gonna be like way, way far down, right? And I think even then, got our caves set up. We have this, and then they're not gonna be able to get down here, but we're not doing anything active down there right now, so that's just gonna be fine. We're gonna call it good. It sounds like an Ina reference. Finally, a language I can spit out. I haven't watched all of the Ina videos. I watched the 2 that you posted in the Discord. And like, I'm in love. I'm in absolute love. But I'm trying not to binge it all, right? I think I want at least some of the things to be revealed to me from the game. And then maybe afterwards I'll go through and like watch all the videos. But so far I've only watched the 2, which was what, Extinction Party and Auction Day? I think those are the only 2 that I've watched at this point. Okay, so we're gonna turn on alert, right? I'm gonna close this door. We have elves sitting here in our trade depot, and I don't want goblins just murdering them all. I don't want them getting in through this entrance. So we're gonna close this gate here. We have two kobolds here. I'm gonna turn on some of these to fire at enemies. People start showing up. Hopefully all this works. I guess we have a save right here in case the worst happens. And by worst, I mean them not going to the bolt throwers. So we'll turn these on. Hopefully they all have to come down through this entrance. And then I'm going to turn on the ballistas here. I'm going to turn off our practice range. Maybe that's the more important thing. So here it actually works, right? So we had siege range practice going this whole time. And now, the instant the goblins show up, I have this whole crew of siege engineers, legendary siege engineers, standing a stone's throw away from where I want them to be. And that was the whole point. They don't have to go up a long stairwell. They don't have to stop what they're doing. I'm going to unforbid our ammo bins. And hopefully they're all just going to go put themselves on the emplacements. I think that's all we got to do. Sally sold seashells by the seashoresses, yes. Seems to me like the game and the videos are entirely independent. Well, the one that I watched, I mean, plot-wise, I'm sure, but the one that I watched had like a really similar environment, right? Like the big head with all the cubes falling off. Like that was in the game. And then like someone got covered with all the little polygons, and that happened to us. Like I'm imagining there's gonna be little references, right? Or little parallels, and which is totally fine. But I wanna do the game first. I'd say Temptation Stairway and Power of Potluck are more enjoyable. Gotcha. I'm definitely gonna watch them at some point. I'm trying kombucha, and it's sour. It's like sour alcohol. Yep, that's why people like it. My my partner was doing kombucha for a little while. It's intense stuff. It's kind of intense stuff, isn't it? We were doing our own kombucha for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause and see what happens here. We got some blind cave ogres who also don't wear armor. I also expect, I expect that there's gonna be some stealth units coming on here. And of course we have our grand schemer. Our visitor is ready to leave. You are gonna have a bad time unless you learn to run really quick here. But I'm also, I kind of want to see them. There are bolts here, right? There are bolts here. I'm gonna watch them do it. Store item, no job, store item, store item. How about fire bolt thrower, load bolt thrower, drink, load bolt thrower. Okay, how about you fire bolt thrower? No, we have a couple. We have 2 people plus 1. Oh, geez. Okay. Why are they needing to load? These shouldn't be... Because these all should be loaded. They are all loaded. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll let them figure it out. Keep an eye on this kobold here. If you can get off the map, that would be amazing. Nope, and we're finding some more. And they have a dragon. I'm really hoping that cat here gets away. Nope, run, run. Towards the edge. Don't run towards them. Don't run towards them. How are you expecting this to work? You're just gonna take them all on? Dude, you were in the clear. All you had to do was go this way. Once you get off the map, you're fine. Wow, okay. So that's a dead grain schemer. That's fine. Whatever. And yeah, and then here come the Mineras. Wow, here's 91 invaders so far. I'm hoping this does get closed. Okay, you just pulled the lever. I think you just pulled the lever. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. I'm hoping to see people get up into here pretty quick here. They're all just gonna load. They're all gonna they're dealing with all of the bolts. But they all have bolts in them, right? They don't need to load them to fire them. They're all loaded. I would love them to be staffed right this moment. Okay, so that got closed. So they are gonna have to go clear across our entire situation. And of course, here's a profit. Good. And you're going the wrong way. This visitor's gonna have a bad day too. But they're just showing up. If you went in, you'd be fine. Well, I guess we should also get our squads. Our squads are gonna station in our checkpoint. Wait for goblins to show up. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. I am very, very happy. We are a mountain home. Oh, see, yeah, you're gonna have a bad day. We just reached mountain home like 2 streams ago. So now the goblins are coming in like, yeah, and what? Okay, yeah, let's keep an eye on this dwarf. Oh. Poor dwarf. And of course we have a strange mood at the exact same time. Fantastic. Just go inside. Just go in. Dork, you're just gonna die. I do wish visitors had smarter siege behavior. I've kind of wanted that for a while. Nope, you're gonna make a run for it. Okay, and we still don't have people on the bolt throwers. I mean, we have these, so this is happening. This is working. We have 100 invaders. So similar size to the ones we've had previously. They're all just gonna go load. Just like, no, I want you to fire. I want you to use bolt thrower, not load bolt thrower. Very strange. But they'll get there eventually, right? Are you? No, you're gonna store. You're also a child. And they just left all these bolts on the ground. And like, huh. Interesting. My well-laid plans. All my siege engineers were in the right space, and then they didn't take the jobs that I wanted them to take. So that's fun. I'm gonna keep an eye on this dwarf. I don't know if you're gonna try and run off the map, or if you're just gonna wander around in circles. We also have, so these ones are gonna work. We're gonna get at least a couple ballista throws in here. That's nice. And then this. Yeah, okay, maybe we should watch this. Yeah, get the dragon. Get the dragon! Oh my gosh. Just machine gunning down a dragon. All good. Very, very cool. All these Mineras, and of course one of these battering rams has activated. Curious where they're gonna try to go. And I wanna see a ballista just destroy a goblin. Wow. So that was one ballista arrow. still in flight, but it just murdered someone and went through 2 other people. And then our other ballista might fire. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Well, they're gonna have a bad time when they get in here. I am surprised no one's gotten on these yet. Of course, now they do need to reload. So you're here to fire, but you are... No, you still got 4 bolts left. Okay, and now they're going up onto our roof, which is fine. Yeah, there we go. Daka daka. And then they still haven't gotten up here. So I am definitely cementing my decision to have 2 people on these at all times. Because we did get some kills in here, right? And we're apparently waiting for people to figure out how to get onto the other ones. So you're gonna load. You're gonna load. You're doing nothing. Come on, guys. I would love for the bolt throwers to get used. No one has a fire? No one has a fire bolt thrower job right now? How's that possible? How is that even a thing? Huh, because they're all gonna store the bolts. I guess I can forbid the bolts? Just for the sake of them get on the emplacements. Do the thing. Oh, and then they're gonna fight in here. The frames took a little bit of a hit there. They seem fine. And then I don't actually know. Maybe you don't have a line of sight on anyone. This ballista might not be placed well. I might need to adjust this somehow. To our storing. Still no one up here. Still no one out here. Wow. Okay. And there's a dead dwarf. Poor Solon. Poor dwarf prophet. Okay, well, let's keep an eye here. This is where the most action is happening right now. And of course, now they're going to fight their way out. So now I need to not fire my ballista. Okay, well, there's some more. Some more hidden units somewhere. Jeez, you can tell when something's happening in the background. Okay, yeah, they're just gonna... Jeez. The game is like, They're just gonna run down this hallway. The polar bear men. Oh my god. Our polar bear squad is unstoppable. Still haven't bothered trying a new siege engine stuff. I've only recently got magma pump system working properly. That's a big one. Magma pumps are pretty intricate. The bolt throwers are borderline too much. I'm not complaining about them because the sieges are so gigantic, but just a couple of bolt throwers and you're good. I would love for these to have someone on them right now. Like right now. Like these two just did all this. This is a dead dragon and like a half a dozen dead kobolds just from this pair of bolt throwers. And a bunch of copper bolts. I haven't been making fancy bolts even. It's just all copper. Okay, so yeah, our polar bears are gonna get themselves overextended. Like always, man. I want a way to prevent this. I want a way for them to like reliably fall back. But instead I'm gonna have to like station them out here so everyone else joins them. We also have like we have a very old captain in here, right? Where did you go? Rory here? Rory here is 94 years old. Our caravan tactician. So I don't want him to die, but he's also going to die in the next year or two, right? Just of old age. So it would be kind of interesting if he goes out in a blaze of glory here, but I would also rather him just survive, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're so good. Do recommend. Do recommend. But still no one over here. You're storing, you're loading. Like, can I go here? Find load bolt thrower. Only 2 people are doing bolt thrower anyway. Well. Fortunately, I think we're gonna be fine. They've spread themselves out quite a lot. And all the goblins seem to have separated themselves from the trolls and the ogres, which I won't complain about. Yeah, they're just gonna go for it. They're just gonna go for it. God. All right. Well, it would still be nice if people show up over here, but I'm just gonna tell our squads to make their way up here and do what they want on the way. There's no one else sneaking in behind us. Yeah, wow. I want to keep an eye. I can never remember which zoom level is the prettiest. Yeah. Here's Rari here, leading the charge at 94 years old, sprinting towards the trolls. Wow. What even? What even? Oh, what was that? Oh, we found one dead person. Down here? Were you in the squad? Why were you out here, Paru? And of course, now they're gonna try and sneak their way in, so I'm gonna turn this back on to fire at enemies. Because one goblin got in and killed a random peasant, apparently. I don't know how that happened. Don't know why that peasant got out there. But this is just gonna... This should be fine. My God. Absolute bloodbath. Sieges are no joke, no joke. I'm gonna say that our polar bear squad needs to come back in and make sure no one else tries to sneak in, right? Here's another, oh, here's a dwarf scholar. So visitors are still trying to just come in. I'm gonna say polar bears come back here. And then our other squad. So we have 9 invaders. So it's mostly this, right? I'm just gonna say make sure you get them. Limbs flying everywhere. There we go. 5 invaders? 1 invader. Okay. This is the invader. And then you are... No, you haven't even talked to anyone yet. Okay, so I'm going to give them a kill order on this one goblin. We'll see if you get away. See if Stradno gets away. Cannot stand. You can't even click your stuff. The game is chugging. Leg is fractured, leg is cut open. Oh. Who is this? Nope, that's a schemer. Where's your squads? Are they... Oh, they're just up here. Okay. I guess this is the whole other side of the map. Tell your people what you saw here. No joke. Though it is nice when if they all die, they don't bring any information off the map with them, right? Like, he's gonna bring some information about our site back to his civilization. Which is honestly not that big of a deal. We clearly can deal with them no matter what. Our poor frame rate. Welcome in. The kobold pet. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like it. Okay, yep, you got away. What is this? There's just a random artifact. Is that ours? Was someone trying to run off with this? Yeah. Why is our artifact just out here? That's concerning. I'm gonna clear the civilian alert and clear their orders. And we're good. Siege done. 1 injured citizen. It's not even the old one, though you are also kind of old. Oh, you're our serpent stabber. You've even defeated a basement dweller. You can't stand. Your horn has been smashed apart. You've been injured before, clearly. Horn is broken, horn is smashed. Foot is gone. Oh, that's not good. His nose is gone, his foot is gone. Okay, well, I guess that means you aren't a soldier anymore. I think you do kind of need a foot. So Srey? Oh, Srey's the captain even. Damn. Damn. Legendary fighter. Okay. Maybe what we do... So we were also missing a clan tactician, weren't we? Maybe you're gonna become our clan tactician. Though I think I have to remove you first. So I'm gonna say... How do I do this? I'll do melee potential. But I want like one of these to be our squad leader. Who's been... Oh, Kuro. Kuro's been with us for a bit. Kuro is who I'm thinking of. Yeah. The nephew of the king is gonna get a promotion, I think. You are a level 50 fighter. I think you can do it. But I have to... How do I do this? I have to remove you. And then put you in here. And then our tactician is going to be Right clicking here. Sray. Novice leader. We're good at everything else. And then we just need to backfill this one position, right? Yeah, I want melee potential. Not putting more. We do have some civilian polar bears. We're not putting them in the squads. But here's a peasant. Suig. Here, grab a sword. Our squad leader needs to retire. Okay, and then we can open this door. I'm gonna give him a moment before we start cleaning all this up with our fancy new garbage disposal system. There are like bars out here. A zinc? They had a zinc battering ram, apparently. Also, our frames are gone. Oh, geez. Oh, I need to like turn off our siege engines, right? So I'm gonna go here. Siege engines. I'm gonna set them all to loaded. Except for, oh my goodness. I'm having such a hard time operating the game right now. And these are still gonna be on fire enemies because that's just gonna be how they are at all times now. I want everything else loaded. And then these are all just gonna be loaded. And I'm gonna let them sort out the bolts, cause ugh. And then I guess I want this hallway cleared out. We'll start with that. Beyond that, we'll hold off for a moment. Okay. 100 plus goblin siege, 1 injury. And hoping that you get recovered. Because you just lost a foot, right? I mean, hip has been sutured, both hips have been sutured. Head and knee. If we go over to description, it says left foot is gone. Have you been missing a foot this whole time? Have you been a one-footed squad leader this whole time and I didn't recognize it? And then what about your kills? Yeah, so you killed a serpent, you killed a demon, and then some goblins. The demon's definitely the most impressive one. Needs quarters. Oh, because you need slightly better quarters. Okay, we can do that. We clearly haven't smoothed out this floor yet. Our poor hospital. Oh, and did we get an injured... We have an injured bear as well. Okay, thirsty, unconscious. What happened to Tagza here? Okay. You're... fine? Or no, not you. Front paw is cut open, front paw is dented. Okay, so you got hit in the hand. Really not that bad. And then the dwarf scholar, yeah, okay. Interrupted by a giant. Interrupted by a gestures vaguely. There was some fighting happening. Oh, and then we have someone gathering items for a strange mood. That's just been happening in the background this whole time. Hauling some gypsum. Alrighty. Enjoy your gypsum. Yeah, I want to see... Crutch required. Left horn needs cleaning. And we should still have like soap and stuff. Yeah, we still have soap. Still have llama soap. So in theory, you're gonna be fine. I mean, it just says crutch required. It's not that you're not like actively bleeding or anything. You're just missing a foot. Which, you know, kind of sucks, but I think you'll live. We've got all our dome stuff happening here. The polar bear's in the library. Okay. Well, are they working on loading? Yeah, okay. So they're working on loading up our... At least I think they are. Yeah, probably. Loading up our garbage bin. We also have this pile here, which is a dump pile. So they just want to dump things, they can go there, and then this is our melt pile, which will be gigantic forever. Yeah, I think they are... Well, it looked like they were hauling stuff. Maybe not. Okay. And then you're all like... Oh, what have I done here? What have I done? This looks... What did I break here? I mean, you are hauling... Oh, wow. You're just grabbing a million bolts. Okay, and you're gonna store them somewhere. At some point, they're all just clogging themselves in here and like getting choked in this little choke point here. Maybe I need to make this a tad wider. I wasn't expecting this to be a thoroughfare. Jeez, so many bolts. Oh, we have so many bolts and none of them got used. So cool. Like 10,000 nearby and available bolts. Excellent. Oh look, there's junk up in here. That's fun. So yeah, I think this didn't seem to work. I'm wondering, maybe I need to carve fortifications here too. I'm also wondering if it'd be better to have like maybe a ballista and a bolt thrower up in here. Because it's happened twice now where goblins will be running down here and they get to our barracks and then our squads follow them out. So we end up with our squads fighting in here, but I'm pretty sure ballistas can have friendly fire. So I have to turn them off when our squad gets out here. But bolt throwers don't have friendly fire. So I'd be able to keep that on the whole time. I'm gonna move our stockpile a tiny bit. I'm gonna go like this. And then I am going to carve fortifications here. And then I'm gonna build a bolt thrower pointing this way. I mean, I could go right here. Would that see much? I guess as they get closer, I would definitely see them. I'm just gonna plop it there. See what that does. Okay, you all figuring it out? Are you figuring it out? Still a lot of bolts there. I'm gonna turn off our bolt job. We were making a bunch of bolts for a long while. But we might be fine. Yeah, it's set. Okay, it's just satisfied. So it's just turned off automatically. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, and okay, they're working on... Yeah, okay. They're loading up the garbage bin. We do have some not copper bolts ending in here, which is kind of what I wanted. Yeah, okay. Okay. Melt them down. Silver is silver. It is coated with sand. Why is it coated with sand? Okay. And yeah, I do kind of... So we did pretty good about like our garbage disposal here, right? So we're gonna open this up and that's gonna let us gather all these corpses. But this little tunnel here, they kind of have to grab something here, bring it around and up. I guess they couldn't even do that, right? They can't go through here. So they're having to grab a corpse, bring it inside, go downstairs, and then go up through here. Which is not quite how we want it, is it? I'm tempted to do just another little room here. Because we do have a little platform here. We could have a another track stop situation in here. Maybe that's what we do. I'm gonna say a little garbage room here. I'm gonna have a drawbridge for access over here, I guess. So something like this. I'm gonna say it can fill up this area here. And then we're gonna have some tracks over here, and then just a stockpile here. And that should help with some of the stinkiness, I think. Right, because these are just both flat. I hope I don't regret that, but I don't think I will. I guess we'll start with the thing that secures it, right? We're gonna have a gate that draws this way and just plop it here. Actually, I want it bigger, don't I? I'm gonna do a little square there, and let's make it out of ice because we have some extra laying around, and we're making more. And then the majority of this is just gonna be a corpse stockpile. Whoops, that was not how I intended that. We're gonna do like this maybe? And then we'll have the other stockpile up here. And then I want space for, I guess, a pair. I want a pair of minecarts, right? I guess we're just gonna do like this. And then I want track stops. These do not dump. They're just gonna be literally right here. I'm just gonna do that. And then this, I wish I could like copy paste settings from one stockpile to another. This is literally just corpses. Should be like everything except giant polar bears, kobolds, polar bear men, polar bears, and yetis probably. Oh, I should not put yetis here. Because those are valuable. So then this is going to be corpses of all kinds except for polar bears, kobolds, and yetis. And then this stockpile, which I cannot click on, is ammo, armor, and weapons of every kind? I guess I have every kind going here, but then they're just not going to all get melted. Okay. I think that's how that works. And then in theory, we are dumping our... Where's our minecart? Where to go? Place track vehicle. Did someone push it? You shouldn't have pushed. You are hauling the minecart. It is filled with goblin. It must have derailed itself. Did I put in a push order? Hauling. Top side, and then conditions. It should just guide. Who pushed? Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. So you're gonna just drag it. Oh my god. You're gonna drag it up the stairs. You could drag it up here, but you're not going to. Cool. Okay, well that gate got made, so let's go find a spot for a lever. So like this one. Just gonna go right here. I'm gonna do just the corpses so far. I'm not gonna worry about the equipment stuff. Because they could also just haul it down here directly. Honestly. And then, oh, did I need to smooth? Did I mean to make tracks first? Because I want this to go here and this to go here. That looks like it might be fine. Stonecutter has created Amra Sarke, a gypsum scepter. Hooray. Hooray, more scepters. Oh my god, well, they're just gonna fill this up with teeth. Okay, so I think... Right, and this should all still be connected and proper. I'm gonna do... Oh, did we incinerate? We're also gonna get some migrants. Oh my god. We successfully dumped a bunch of stuff in there. So that's good. And then someone else is bringing the cart back up. It's already back up here. Wow. Wow. Sorry if a bit lurky. No worries. Painting? What are you painting? I'm just gonna be here dealing with my corpses. Though I guess we do have some... Do we have a migrant or two? Niru, a talented herbalist with a chick and a spider. And Seller here is an accomplished mechanic. And Toolrack is a novice mason. And that's it. Cool. Oh, and then we should probably, like, bury this dwarf or something. And the one kobold? Where was the one kobold corpse? We might have already grabbed it. I think we already got it. So, we're gonna have... there's gonna be an incinerator above. Going to be melter above. I'm going to add another one that's going to be incinerator below. And it's just going to mirror the same thing, really. It's going to have a stop here. And then a stop here. This is top side. This is dump pile. It will need a minecart. I'm not going to give it an iron minecart. I might need to make some more. I need to make some more wooden minecarts. That's fine. But it needs to link, right? So this is going to input from the corpse stockpile. Departure condition will be guiding east. Immediately when full of... How did I have the other one done? I need to check how I have the other one set up. At least 50%. And then... yeah? Yes? Okay. And then how did I have this? I guess I should... or no, I want to look at the stockpile? Or no, I want to look at here. So guide when full of desired items. Okay. Full of desired items. So I don't need to look here for that. So guide east immediately when full of desired items. Guide when at least, I want to do like 25%. So if it's like partially full, it'll just empty itself. I think that works. And then down here is just guide immediately when empty. So same thing, it's going to guide south. When empty. Right? Yeah. Let's see what that does. I didn't need to make a minecart. Wooden minecart. Let's just make, I'm just gonna make the two. Just gonna make a pair. The elves have left. Hopefully it wasn't too gross for them on the way out. Out of microcline? Okay. We'll go down to our quarry area. By which I mean aquifer. Did I ever? I did not. Let's make sure we can actually drain in here. I guess I did. Okay. I'll just gabbro, granite, whatever. Okay. Oh, and then like way down here. We should just be digging down here. Okay. Microcline for everyone! And then this just already got done again. Wow. All right, is it down? Now where is it? Where'd it go? Store item in vehicle, which is fine. Where's the, oh, it's right here. Okay, no, it's full. It's getting full. Okay. Got it. It's gonna take forever to sort out our bolts. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so happy about this. I wish they could restack them. Maybe that's what needs to happen. There needs to be a way to like grab 25 bolts and put them in a stack so that the game treats them as a stack again. Then I can add this other route. So this is going to be melter below. Gotta stop here, which will be top side. And then a stop here, which is melt pile. And then this is going to, or I guess I haven't made a stockpile for this yet, which is fine. Just make me my minecart. Wow, did they? Wow, okay. Going to add a vehicle. Yeah, Hazelwood minecart, perfect. Now I'm really curious if this just starts working. Cool, and then we got a little bolt thrower here. Not just a casual 10,000 bolts. Don't worry about it. And then all of our leather equipment is going to end up here. And of course, this is like our actual equipment pile anyway. So all the leather's just going to end up over here. Swordmaster has bestowed the name Paru Kikli upon his steel shortsword. Hooray. I guess we can keep track of how full they are here, right? So that is only 13%. Waiting for this one to show up, and then I guess we can probably assign this one too, right? Boop. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, but I'm really curious to see if they're able to just start loading this up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You're storing items, you're grabbing a bunch of bolts, which makes sense. Okay, I want to see this happen. Anyone? I guess we should check our jobs, right? Place track vehicle, but no one's loading track vehicle. So here I have, or I guess I need to set the items too, right? Yeah, that was the thing. So I need to say corpses, all. Now, in theory, people are going to come in and load this up. Like you, maybe? Store item in bin, you're just going to grab all the leather stuff. But you, yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. Toss those teeth in there. Perfect. So now, in theory, when we open up the door and just unforbid all of this stuff, it's gonna work out fine. In theory. There's a bunch of bolts here. There's an entire bin. Interesting. And that definitely won't fill up this minecart, but that is fine. I guess what I could do... Because for the gear... Okay, they're figuring it out. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Like I have this weapon stockpile, which is really only allowing... I guess it's allowing all metals except for fancy metal. Which is not quite how I thought it was going. Yeah, let's do... I guess I do kind of want it here as opposed to anywhere else. How was I doing this? And then this only takes steel? I thought this was only taking steel stuff. I mean, obviously it's taking leather because where else do you put it? But like the silk stuff? I thought this was only doing steel. I'm gonna say this only takes steel. Because that was kind of its intent. And then we have this one here, which is accepting all armor, ammo, and weapons. And I guess I'm having it all just get ferried downstairs. And then we sort through it in the melt pile. And it's giving out to the ammo, it's giving out to armor, it's giving out to weapons, and giving out to masterworks. Yeah, I guess that's how I do want it. So yeah, I'm gonna say another little stockpile here. It's going to be ammo, armor, and weapons and trap components. And then this melter links and inputs from here. And you want all those things. I think that's how I want it. Okay, I'm curious to see what you do. Of course, you probably already decided on what you're doing before you actually picked up your stuff, but we'll see what you do. Yeah, you're gonna bring it over here. So this should be taking copper bolts and nothing else, right? Yeah. These are taking all weapons. But I don't want all weapons, do I? I'm gonna say this takes... I say it takes steel. And it's gonna take the fancy metals. Just so they end up here and not in the melt pile. If I just search for metal, yeah. Oh, and then there was like stone. I don't want stone weapons in here. Right? And I don't really want trap components either, though I guess I don't know where else I would put them. I think they can go here. I think that's fine. And now you're gonna grab that shield and put it there. Perfect. Okay. That part works at least. I think I want to give them a moment. I think we've basically figured out the bolts. They are still spending time in here. Storing item. Oh, you're just... So they're bringing stuff in still. Okay, wow, look at that. Okay. Gotta go. We'll be back in as time allows. Okay, sounds good. I'll be here. I think you saw the most eventful part. We're gonna start cleaning up, and we're gonna keep working on our dome. Now, there's just like goblin teeth in our fortifications now. So cool. Now. Let's go ahead and open this door. And we're gonna deal with all this junk. You brought it up here? You didn't take it out of this one, did you? It's a different one? It's a different one. Okay, good. Maybe... No, I mean, if they can put a bin in here, then it'll collapse quite nicely. I'm not gonna make it bigger. Now that is open, so I'm just gonna unforbid all the things. And we're gonna see how efficiently they can make this happen. There's just junk everywhere. Goblins always coming in and leaving their junk everywhere. Teeth and feet and heads and stuff. Nothing down there. Fine over here. Then everything else was just up here. There's an arm inside the bunker. Someone's arm got lopped off so hard it went through the fortifications. Okay. I'm gonna unpause and see where that gets us. And then our dome. We're back to working on the dome. I think I'm gonna say I'm deciding that this is the color that we want. I think I like this pink better than this pink. So I'm gonna disassemble this one. And that level's fine. This level, I wanna do a flag here. Okay. Let's work on a flag. Guess which flag? So, okay, back to color blindness nonsense. I need like, and this doesn't tell me the colors. Is it hex codes? I don't know if that's what's helpful here. Let's keep it on what they're doing here. Because I don't know which Dwarf Fortress colors are going to be closer to a given hex code. So we're gonna do By Pride. Just give me, what about like Wikipedia? This flag has its own Wikipedia page. Pink, purple, blue. But the pink is different than like colorblind. Yes. Well, why in fact I am. The pink in the bi flag is different than the pink in the trans flag? Am I on base saying that? It's a more saturated pink, right? Maybe this pink, right? Maybe the lavender jade is that pink. Which Dwarf Fortress. That's heliotrope. Sure. Let's slap it down and see what happens, right? So we're gonna do construct gem window. I'm gonna do two of them, right? So I'm gonna do a flag here and a flag here. And then the middle needs to be pink. Pink, purple, blue. So pink is gonna be the top part. Yeah, that's fine. Lavender jade. So I need 9. I would need slightly more than what I have if I want to do 2 of them. Because that's the only heliotrope. But they're also, in theory, kind of common. Could also do pink jade, which is different from the other pink. There are so many. Never thought of doing my flag on a build. Now I want to see which stones I need for lesbian butch flags. Yeah, totally. I mean, especially with the graphical mode now. And they've gone completely nuts with the colors. You can dye things basically any color you want now. You can't make literal flags, but you could make outfits of any color that you want, basically. There's the gems that are in basically every color. There's the stone itself, which is basically every color. You can do whatever the heck you want. It's kind of amazing. Jeez. We're also looking at lilac, but there's only one lilac. And then pink garnet and pink jade. And then we did rose quartz for our trans pink, which is pink. So, trying to think of how I want to go about this. I guess let's at least put down the lavender jade, and we'll see if we like it. And if we have to hunt for more, we can. So if that's the pink, and then purple, of which we have options, right? We did like this purple, the indigo. I really like this purple. And I think that works. It's a little darker. It's a tiny bit darker. Purple? No. There's only one that is called the color purple. So what is indigo? I bet they're indigo. Indigos are indigo. But then purple spinel is the only officially purpled one. Curious if we have any. We have 2. Got it. There's also puce. It kind of looks purple in one, but not the other. There's light blue. There is indigo. There's fuchsia. Do I have fuchsia? Nope. Blue, there's azure, there's amethyst. Maybe amethyst works here. Let's try amethyst here. And then I want a blue. And just a blue. That's the most blue we've had to deal with. And there are options for blue. There's even just blue diamonds. Blue diamonds. And blue jade should be the same color. Amethyst is very purple. I should hope so. We did try it in one of these other ones. So I'm hoping it's the purple that we're looking for. I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna slap them down and see what they look like. I'm also not entirely sure. I guess they probably can't walk through the windows, right? These are probably making impassable tiles. Which I think is fine. Like, they can go diagonally through here, they can go diagonally here. So I'm not restricting anything. I'm just making it kind of awkward. Which is fine. And then we have our ice spikes that we're working on as well. Right, so this can go away. And then both of these can go away. Pond here. And then one here. And one here. And then that one hasn't gone yet. Oh, because I didn't tell it to. Okay, got it. Oh, I was also glancing, so we're at my flag reference. So this is supposed to be agender, but this is supposed to be green. I put yellow for that one because it's a very, very light green. You put it next to the non-binary yellow, it barely even looks green, but it is a very light green. So I'm gonna take this one down and replace it with green. And I think there's a handful of different kinds of green. There's a green yellow. I mean, that's nice. There's a mint green, which I think that's not quite there. Spring green? I'm gonna try a green yellow. There's a dark green. But not like a light green. Or maybe mint green? That, maybe. Color heck, I tell ya. This is my life. Mint would probably work, yeah. I think we're gonna have to try it. So here's our pink, right? Is that pink enough? I mean, it is darker. It's a different pink than this for sure. I don't know if it's the right pink. Let's check our garbage. Still plenty. But our minecart is getting filled up here. And then we have, this is also getting filled up. So this is just kind of acting as an overflow at this point, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. All four of our things are working. Wow. Wow. And our garbage is getting melted. There's still this one random skull in here that does not melt. I can't remember what this is. There's an invincible skull in our incinerator. Just for reference. I've been struggling to get a trash incinerator cart working, but my dwarves refuse to put stuff in it. I have also struggled with this. There's quite a few settings that need to work in concert with each other. Mostly in the hauling menu here. So we have, this trash pile is going to this cart right here, right? So you add the stops, you add the cart, and then you have a stockpile with the settings of things that you want to put in. And then you have to link the stockpile to the input, right, on this one. So this button will link the stockpile to the stop. And then you also need to go in here and set what things the minecart can accept. Because by default, the minecarts don't accept anything. So even if you have your stockpile accepting the things that you want to burn, you need to make sure that the cart accepts them as well. Otherwise, they don't get loaded. I think that's the one that trips me up the most. But like you also have to make sure, like you go into your departure conditions and you want to make sure that they're on desired items, I'm pretty sure, as opposed to any items. Or maybe if it had any items and you wouldn't have to set this, but I feel like I was having a hard time with that. I've had better luck with setting what they take and telling them to take desired items. For whatever reason. I want to see... Where are we at? We're at 50%? 65%? They're filling up. Yeah, there they go. Okay. So here's how our incinerator works. We have a minecart full of goblin, right? I have them pushing or like guiding instead of pushing on purpose. And then this button is linked to this hatch, so it just goes straight in. Oh, I love that. I actually love that. Okay, perfect. And then it's gone. It's just gone. The reason why we have our button just doing that automatically is because like this isn't a stockpile, right? So, and things in a stockpile aren't dump items. So they don't get forbidden when they get dumped out of the minecart. So instead of having to manually go in there and like make sure I forbid the things and then pull the lever manually to dump it into the magma, I just have every time someone pushes the minecart up to the ledge, it opens and then they dump it right in. And then there's no chance for someone to try to like run into the incinerator to grab something they want for whatever reason. So Slick, we've been working on this. This is like iteration 4 or 5 of this kind of a system. Maybe not that many, but we've been iterating on this for a bit. Because this is like, dealing with goblin garbage is one of the more labor-intensive things. Especially with a siege update. Now that sieges are just bigger and meaner now, this is like required. Also, hi. Oh, look at our happiness. Oh, it's gone down a tiny bit, but still. Single digits in everything except for the max happiness level. I'm pretty happy with. Also, clearly they don't use the wheelbarrows, do they? They don't... Why don't they want to use wheelbarrows for all these corpse things? Just grabbing one mug. Just one block? Yeah. Hello, I've been trying to get a feel for the siege update. Oh, well, it's nasty. It's big. Sieges are big now. I mean, they've always been... I guess I wouldn't say they have always been big, but like the 3 sieges we've had since the siege update have all been like 110. 100 to 110 goblins plus trolls and ogres and mineras and dragons and such, but like 100 plus each time. But on the other side, the bolt throwers. I don't know if you were here when the bolt throwers are going off. Bolt throwers are nuts. Polar bear people are nuts. I can't really speak to how just like a default dwarf fortress fares these days because we don't have one of those right now. But legendary polar bear people with axes and kobolds on bolt throwers works very well. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy. So what green was I gonna use? I was just looking at this. Let's try mint green. Of which there were a couple. Oh, it's all reset itself. Adventurine? Don't got those. Praceables? Or mossables? We have exactly 3 mossables. Okay, got it. Just been bad at getting an army together. Everyone's just upset all the time. Yep. I mean, that's a thing. For whatever reason, so I usually struggle with squads having mood issues as well. Like, that's a pretty common issue, right? Because whenever they're training, they're not having fun, right? Something about the polar bear people, like this was a DF hack thing, so if you wanted to have like a purely vanilla experience, this isn't what you're gonna do. But we had some polar bear people wander into the map early into this fortress's history, and we should just get rid of the. We're gonna get rid of the walruses. So we DF hacked them into being citizens, and then handed 4 of them axes. And they're on a pretty rigorous training schedule, I gotta say. I want to say they're even on like 2 weeks on, 2 months on, 1 month off, which is usually is pretty intensive for how I usually do it. I usually do like every other, just to give them good breaks. But the polar bear people, no, they just went on a break, didn't they? Come on here, it's focused. And like level 62 observer, level 61 fighter with steel gear and a steel spear that she's named. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it's animal people in general or these particular instances of them, but their list of needs is way shorter. Like, my kobolds are way more needy than my polar bear people are. So I've been able to just have the polar bear people going this whole time. They've been here for years. Years and years. I want to say 0 medical history. This legendary soldier has 0 medical history. Like, bonkers. This one at least has been hit once. Received a dressing. But like, yeah, level 94 fighter. And they just sit here all day. They just sit here all day and spar. So yeah, if you have the opportunity and you're okay with doing some hacking, get yourself a large animal person and hand them a weapon. And you will not be upset. Polar bears are pretty crazy. They're huge. The fact that their size is a really big part of it. A ton of my legendary dwarves got killed by a web forgotten beast. Yep, trying to recover. Yeah, that'll happen. That will unfortunately happen. The webs will get you. Okay, here's our flag. Here's our attempt at a flag. What do we think here? Got lavender jade there, we got amethyst here. These look really close to me. Does this read as pink, purple, blue? I feel like I want a deeper purple, but even no, maybe maybe the purple's correct. I don't know. Rate my flag. Rate my setup. I have to abstain from these decisions. Web spitters are just bad. Every time I have a really bad time, it's because of a web spitter. Okay, so this one got done. This one is done. This one is done. And then one here. Here. And here. Pink and purple are close together, I agree. DK how to get a darker purple, but could be more distinct, yeah. I mean, we can get a darker purple. So we have this purple, right? And this is definitely a darker purple. I feel it's kind of darker than what I see on the flag, but it might read better. Could push pink into reds. Yeah, it is kind of pale, isn't it? I want to find... Maybe we just need to find some Morganite. Because would this pink be better? It might be a better pink. But like if I put the trans flag and the bi flag next to each other, I would not say that they're the same pink. But it might be the closest. Bi flag's pink is hot pink, which can be more reddish, yeah. Which if we go pink. So there's pink, which is what, or what did I do here? Oh, we have humans are here. So rose quartz is pink. Lavender is heliotrope. Maybe heliotrope is not quite the color we want. There is fuchsia, but we don't have any of that either. And then amethyst, and then this is amethyst, right? Does this read as... I mean, so the blue is fine, right? Is that the conclusion? The blue is probably fine, but maybe not these. These, I mean... To my eyes, these are the exact same color. I know they're kind of close, but to me they're like straight up the same. If you lighten the pink, that might solve it. Okay. Lighten the pink? The other aspect to this that I'm not entirely sure on is also violet. Don't know if we can get real purpley window. Well, I mean, so what about this one? Would this one be better? The indigo? The other thing that I'm not sure of, but when we were first messing with these, oh, and then how about this green? That's a pretty... I don't know if I'd consider that yellow enough for that one. Okay, experiment. We're gonna experiment here real quick. We'll go downstairs and just find a spot to play with. Because when we first tried this, so when you're in ASCII graphics and you put 3 different gems into a window, it flashes between them. But it doesn't do that in graphics mode. but I kind of have a hunch that it kind of changes their color. So let's try this. I'm gonna go rose quartz, or no, I want to have a mix. So I want have more pink things. I do. Okay, so we're gonna say 3 pink jades, and this is going to be 2 pink jades and a white thing. This is going to be 1 pink jade and 2 white things. This is going to be 2 pink jades and a black thing. And then 1 pink thing and 2 black things. I'm curious what that does. Because if we can just mix colors, we have infinite possibilities and I'm screwed. But I'm really curious to see what that does. Even with this does look kind of different, right? These aren't all the same. Okay, we'll give them a minute to do that. I didn't realize we could mix them. I don't see, this is me learning. This is me figuring out if that's how it works. I'm tempted to try the yellow-green here. The preview looks like it got a grade. Yeah, I'm really curious how this works. If it works that way, then we need like a website that can like show me the results of all of these, because the wiki's not going to show this, right? The wiki tells me what colors they are individually, but there is no mixing information in here. Do we have any of these green yellows? Nope, not you. Demantoid? We have 1 Demantoid. Heliodor? Nope. And Peridot? Nope. Wow. We're gonna hunt for some gems specifically for getting picky with our flags. That's hilarious. And look at our garbage. Look at this. Look at this. And here come the humans. And oh, you ended up somewhere. Why? Or does that just mean it's like in progress? If I go here, store, place vehicle. Yeah, why are you here? Excuse me? Why did it end up here? I don't... Okay, that's mysterious to me. They shouldn't ever derail if they're being guided, right? How does that work? I'm gonna... Just on the off chance... Just go like this. I have no idea how they could derail like that, though. Also, the humans are coming to hang out. They are still loading this up. Got diplomacy happening. Are they meeting? Yeah, okay. This is my favorite. I have to check this out every time it happens. This is how you meet with a king. You have to stack on the ice throne with the king in order to do diplomacy. Doesn't matter how many people you have in your party. Get them all up there. I'm gonna keep asking for the expensive meat. And we'll probably also ask for wood. So we always need wood. And then I don't know what else. That might be it. And our king is 90 years old. My goal here is to spend enough time here to see our king pass of old age. And like witness the passing of the guard in the capital, in the mountain home. That's my goal right now. You're storing. And see, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. All this silver stuff. We've been mining a whole bunch of silver, but we're getting probably as much from the goblins, honestly. I really like their silver weapons. Okay, and then in addition to the flags, we're still building up, right? So we've built here. To finish this level, I want to do something here, something here, something here, but not something here. I think this is just going to be like a little donut, right? I want to leave the middle open. So this is just going to be like a little ledge around the outside. So that really just leaves us with 2 levels to really play with here. And we did like, you know, split this way, we did split this way. We could do like a 4 corners situation. Could do like splitting diagonally. Let's look at this. I want to be hollow. I think I still want this to be like that thick. Interesting. So it might be these 2 levels are out to here. Should be fine. Or this is this level. So here and here. Okay, so we're gonna, or no, like this. All right, that didn't place anything weird. I think that's fine. So then maybe we do diagonal. Maybe we do, no, I want, no, this. That's not too bad. I kind of like that. And then we would do like ramps in here. Except there'd have to be like a wall here, which I don't know that I like. We could do... They have no way of getting up here to do this, so I might as well unpause. could do like this. We could do a ramp here and a wall here. So they're going up like this. I think that should be fine. It's like here and here. Why not? And then, did we just get a migrant? Except that that blocks that path. Maybe not. So migrants? Wow, really? I missed him. It must have been 2 migrants. And they're here now, and I don't know who they were. Can I just... Sometimes this is like in order. Not really, though. Who knows? I do want to trade with the humans. That should be good. And then basically all of our bins are copper, so it's all looped into one thing. Who was it that liked all those scepters? Do we still have the scepter person? We've been keeping our scepters separate this whole time. Because someone really likes them. Here we go. There's clearly something in there. Oh, I saw them! Pick up equipment. Pick up equipment. Yeah, okay. Sis the trader. We got a Sis trader. And Raza the soap maker. Excellent. I think there's a DF hack command for listing doors by migrant wave. Oh, interesting. Good to know. And then where the heck is our, our stupid 93% full vehicle that is getting hauled up the stairwell for reasons? Oh, it's almost there. That all makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'm curious. List waves. Wow, okay, so we're on wave 21. 2 units. Sis and Raza. Okay, so we were correct. So we got here in 142. And then we had a couple of migrant waves, and then we went like 15 years with nothing. That was fun. You could also just have it be like a full donut and just pick kind of a spot like in here to have a ramp go up. Maybe that's maybe the simpler answer is is the best one here. Right? No, not walls. No. Ooh, okay. So if we say it's just going to be the whole round, and then we could put ramp like... maybe like over here? Do ramp, 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 ramp. And then walls like this. And then we remove these. I think that should be fine. And then, yeah, wow. Interesting, okay. So not entirely straightforward. Or do these get darker? Is this one darker than this one? If there are differences between these three, then I don't know. And then these two look the same. I see three of the same and then two of the same. And not so much a gradient? Yeah. But what... Are they different at all? What's the logic here? Is it the color of the lightest one? Is that what we're doing? If I do... So these are pink jades, right? I'm going to continue with the same thing just for single variable situation. But if I say 2 pink jades and then a green versus 2 pink jades and a red. That's going to be green and red. And if you do like, so if I do white and 2 black, what just happened? What? Oh, it's there. Perhaps if they gave us full gradient powers, there'd be so many new gradations of tiles. But I mean, that's just color codes, right? It's all palletized now. I mean, they did it with the dye. They weren't shy about the dye. I'll tell you that much. Considering you have every pigment and you can combine pigments with dye, with clothing dye. Like, there is precedent for it. I think it'd be cool if you saw like individual colors. Like if I said that this window had these 3 colors, then I would see the squares show up as the 3 different colors. I think that would be cool too, but I think that would be harder. That'd be more complicated. But you could also just say like the first gem is the top 3, the second gem is the middle 3. I don't know. There's just some random stuff up here still. Just a bunch of blocks that I don't particularly care about. And then... oh, this was the kobold skeleton. But you weren't a citizen, so you're not gonna get buried. I just need to dump that? And this is gonna be the dragon. I don't know why they don't... That's the second time the dragon hasn't ended up in a stockpile. Yeah, cave dragons should end up in there. That is strange. But look at this. We're all cleaned up. Just a random sock out here. And we're good. Our stockpiles are empty. We're still waiting for this track vehicle. Somehow. Or, I mean, maybe it just got emptied? Maybe it just got emptied. Not that I can tell. I mean, this one... So the weapon one worked. This one needs to... Oh, I didn't set this. This one needs to come back upstairs. Guide south. Immediately. When... Always. Okay, yeah. Do that. But like, where is this? Did it end up in, Did we incinerate our minecart? So you're gonna push this one back up. And what did you just do? Oh, you just dropped off that skeleton. Okay, perfect. We're still melting. We're still melting last siege's stuff. So we're just gonna have a melt pile forever, which is fine. Okay, well, I think we can trade. Ooh, aluminum! Heck yeah, aluminum! Now that we have access to aluminum, our king is never going to request a thing again. That is my anticipation. We go to meat. And then, yeah, I want your bougiest eyeballs, please. I want those primo intestines. Lion brain, yeah. We're growing up big and strong, you know? He brings so much stuff, and then we just get real picky with it. Bring enough food to feed an entire city for years, and we're like, I would like your giraffe hearts, please. Might be enough. Jeez, they bring so much stuff now. Okay, so this bin should be just rock stuff. Yeah, okay. So this bin is fine. This bin has an artifact in it, so we're gonna be careful. But what if I just do all of it except you? That's still way more? There's something else in here? There's a bunch of gold stuff. Been making a bunch of gold stuff. I haven't been telling them to make gold stuff, but they've been making gold stuff. But also start actually placing our artifacts in the vault so they're not just in the trade pile at all times. Because there were just 3 artifacts in here. Yeah, and then that's still way more than they need. Let's find some of that gold stuff. Here we go. How's that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's get cooking. Okay. and where... So you're gonna start loading this up again. And see, you're gonna toss the whole bin in, right? See, that's the smart move. Put everything into the stockpile in the bin, and then put the bin in the minecart, and you're done. If only everyone was that wise. Perfect. Look at that. And then that is 18% of its capacity. Fantastic. Okay, but for real, where is our minecart? We have push track vehicle, but that's gonna be this one. Or push? No, it should be a guide. Why isn't it guide? It should be guide. Interesting. So where is it? No, you are guiding it. Okay. By push, they mean guide. Got it. And in it goes. So, okay, let's look. Do I have like a vehicles category? Or there's like gonna be tools, right? Everything's just a tool now. Copper slicing knife? I have no idea where that is. Minecarts. See, we only have 3 minecarts. Did we lose a minecart? Did someone push a minecart into the fire? Fine. I'm really curious how that happened. Let's make 2, so we'll have a backup. Also going to close this door. And probably close this one too, right? They only need to be open when they're being used. And I mean, here we're done. I love this. I love how pristine this is. I hate how they don't use the wheelbarrows. Maybe I'll take out the wheelbarrows. They might use them for the weapons and such, though. Okay, and then they're gonna work on this. Look, wow. They're basically already done with this level. Wow. I think I'm just gonna say we're gonna do one more level, and then these top 2 are gonna be empty. And then we're gonna call it good. Right? It's just gonna be exactly the same. I'm gonna have to remove stuff from the outside? No, actually it doesn't care. Okay. Good. And then the way up is... somewhere? Maybe like, oh, maybe same kind of thing here. Or I mean, we could have it go like this, except they wouldn't really be able to get out. I think we're gonna do... think I want to do like this. Are you trapped? You are trapped. Did it again. Yeah. need to do that first. Then yeah. So it is picking a color. It is not blending them. And I do not understand the logic behind it, what it's picking. Because it picked the one green over the two pink here. But then it picked the one pink, or I guess it picked the two pink over the one red here. Then it picked one pink over two black here. But it picked one white over two pink here. And one white over two blacks. And it's not the slot that they're in, right? It's not just picking the first slot. Is it picking the last slot? Might be picking the last one. Maybe it's just picking the last one. So let's do... Right, so one red and two pink, but the other way around. So I want to do two pinks first. And then one red. We're gonna figure this out. There is some logic happening, and I want to know it. I want to understand. But clearly they're not blending, so I want to hunt. I'm really curious about Morganite. Because Morganite is the only thing that is its color that is lilac. And it's... I don't know, what is lilac? Is that a pink or a purple? Either way, I want to find it and see what it looks like. And it's found within granite, schist, and marble. And we have granite layers out the wazoo. We might even have some revealed here. What if we just go... I guess we're gonna do auto mining, but I'm just gonna look for gems. Citrine, sure. Shoral. Most of this is going to be very mediocre, but you know. We don't really care about the value, we care about the color. Cause we're being picky. Serpentine? Serpentine, whatever. Gem hunt. I'm gonna go downstairs and play Bedazzled real quick. Morian. Want Morganite. And then this is... oh, this is quartzite. No, there's granite here. Kind of granite on this side. I think what we should do here is use our handy dandy design tool here. Is that gonna be... how small can a cluster be? Small clusters of gems can be found. Okay. Define cluster. Colored diamonds only occur in pre-existing clusters of faint yellow diamonds. Gem encrusted walls on the bottommost cave layer. Stars, sapphires, and star rubies. Yeah. Doesn't really define a cluster, does it? Because this is already a lot of mining. But we should find we should find some stuff in there, right? Maybe I might do that. We can also... Oh, interesting. Rotates the whole thing, not the direction. Oh, but I could do this, but I think diagonal is going to be maybe more efficient. I think diagonal is going to be more efficient. Let's do this. It's gonna keep him busy, but I think that's fine. And then of course we can get to all of those. Like I need to go this way, right? And then that'll be there for them to work on forever. But let's keep looking for gems manually as well. I think we looked on this level. Down here in the caves. Could just look through all the caves. Zircon. Clear zircon. Hey look, microcline. Heliodor? That was one of the ones I was looking for, right? And then clear garnet, that's nice. Aquamarine? Rock crystal? Should send our rock crystals to lever bins. 'Cause I don't care about them here. Polar bear people make a delivery to leopard bins. Just bring a box of rock crystals. Clear zircon. Cool. Praise, smoky quartz. Pyrite. Pink tourmaline, yellow spessartine, clear garnet, aquamarine. I mean, it's gonna be like kind of a purpley color, right? Where's my... There's also kunzite, which is fuchsia, which is also in granite, so we might just find some. Lilac. Not that I'd be able to just like look at something and be like, oh look, there's a lilac thing. This is really where like the color blindness really comes into effect in this kind of a situation. Where I'm looking through a vast field of a bunch of different colors, trying to find a color, find a thing of a specific color. That's a nightmare. Like, I'm just gonna have to look at every single crystal. I couldn't just, like, spot, oh, there's a purple one. Amethyst, I mean, that's amethyst. Citrine, red zircon. All sorts of things. This is diorite level, I guess, so probably not so much the things we're looking for. We want to find the granite levels. Lapis. Citrine, cat's eye, green zircon, llamas. More rose quartz. Cave spiders? Do cave spiders count as gems? Morganite! Hey, look, there's some right there. Harlequin opal. Ooh. Zircon, honey yellow barrel. Of course, it's out in the middle of the water like that. That's great. Pink tourmaline. More morganite. Okay. Praise. It's way out there. Wow. Oh, and then there's a little vault over there, too. Wax opal. Goshenite? Gosh. Gosh, a knight. I've never heard of that one. Wow, okay. But I definitely want the morganite. I mean, and that, look at that color. That looks, not that you can really tell when it's super, super tiny, but that's kind of what we're looking for, right? It's not far. That means we need to open the cave again. Sparring is happening. A need for blocks is happening, though I think we're actually good on blocks now. We've done, I think we've made the microcline blocks that we need. So I'm just going to stop that. Cool. And then where were we finding that? We were finding it down here, right here. That's going to be a bitch and a half to get to without opening things up. It's like we could go from here, but like this is safe. This is completely enclosed. So I don't want to open it and then have something terrible happen. Though the caves have been very quiet in this map. We haven't had a single forgotten beast here. So we have one there. We have one there. Perhaps we come down into this little central thing. Pink tourmaline. From above. Go like this. Another strange mood. And then I'm just gonna go like this. And I guess like this. We'll have to close it off afterwards, but that's fine. Then this is all, I mean, this is all schist. Can morganite be in, I guess it can be in schist too, right? Granite, schist, and marble. Okay. Well, so far we found more in schist than granite. Just, if we're counting. This is all diorite over here. More diorite. So I think that's all gonna be fine. Yeah. The shit start here. Schist starts here. Okay. And then if there's something in the cave in the water, then it's whatever. This is all kind of This is all diorite, and then here is schist. And then this is diorite. This is all schist. Okay. And then mica? I haven't seen any marble here. There's more... I mean, there's more schist here. We could just do some exploratory mining on the schist. And then from here, it's all magma. So all the simple mining is going to be above the caves. And this is granite. There should be some stuff in the granite. I'm curious what our miners are up to. Socialize, socialize, store, strange mood. Fair enough. Socialize. Do you not... Oh, this was all priority 4, which I guess makes sense, but I do have priority 1 stuff down here. The gems we found. Right? This is orthoclase, this is mica. Orthoclase. Wow, do we only have so much? I thought we were like swimming in granite. That's also a huge lapis cluster. Oh, it's like 2 clusters next to each other. Kimberlite, pyrite, gabbro, olivine, gabbro, pyrosolite? That's just microcline. Oh, but this should have granite on it, or yeah, granite. Oh, and marble. We do have marble. Good to know. Yeah, why isn't our mining happening? This whole level, we should mine this whole level. I'm gonna do like some of these galena veins. Because we do like silver. Oh, I meant to do, this should be auto. Yeah, what are they up to? Surely they can get down here. Have I broken something? This all seems fine. I mean, that's all flooded, but it's fine. Don't need them to get in here. Gosh, what a mess. So, yeah. And then our experiment. So... Oh, did I do that backwards? Oh, you assign them... They're backwards in this order. So it's the first thing you place. Is that what we're saying? So if I say 1 red... Whoops. 1 red... 2 pinks. See what that does. Our king is gonna do it. And I'm gonna run to the restroom again real quick. I will be right back. Our two groups are stranded here. So that you, yes. You clearly. Yeah, I screwed it up. How did I do this again? They can't disassemble from below. And of course, there's like no. Like this, and this will be wood. Goodness gracious. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm surprised we haven't been attacked by a cat today. Heck is actually just sitting over there. Tofu's in the hallway. Tofu is on the floor in the hallway. For reasons. Food kitties, yeah, they've been okay today. They've been okay today. I hope we don't. I hope we don't just kill this legendary siege operator. Is there a faster way to do this? Can I do that? Hey, okay, that's much better. Let's do that. It's funny that you can't climb down. I successfully trapped someone so that they couldn't actually climb down through this open middle. Because the overhang. Oops. I like this. This is fun. I like this structure here. Okay, and then yeah, please do quick. Dome is cool. It's very cool. You might even say it's frozen. Oh, we never rebuilt this floor here. Come on. Come on, Shusak. Where are you at? I hope we don't get up there and find a corpse. Okay, you're grabbing a block. You're grabbing a block. You have a block. Why aren't you going anywhere? Oh my god. And then there's Sis. Jeez. What are you doing? Why are you just... I'm all right. Someone else isn't. Someone else is starving and waiting for you to haul that upstairs. Please do it. Please do it. There. Just reset. Try again. Okay, so you put it in there. So now someone else is gonna get the construct job. Or it just goes away. Good thing I checked. How does that work? Why can't I... Okay. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Save my poor lady here. 14 years old. She was born here. She's one of our babies. Okay. Well, see, you grabbed a block. And you're just gonna... Oh, what the hell? What the hell is happening? I'm gonna not cancel that one. I'm just gonna make another. Except I don't want it out of blocks. I'm just gonna do... well, it says ice is closer. I mean, there is ice just right downstairs. Let's just do that. And then, like, someone, please. Please, someone. I'm just gonna, okay. And then you, okay. So you're hauling ice, so that should be fine, right? Of course, I made it all spirally to get up there. Zira the Miner has created Silza Solka, a gypsum coffin. Hooray. Okay, so you're working on the first part. Now, someone please do the second part right now. You're just standing there. Okay, and then you... Do they have to do it from above? Is that what's happening here? Do they not have a route? This is bad. This is bad. There's literally nowhere that I can just do this from. Okay, well, if we have to do floor, yeah, we gotta do 2 over like this. Let's use the ice. Send this down there. And then, yeah, I want one of them to take it. So I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel this. Now you, yes. Please. Please do quick. The ice is heavy, but It's closer than the wood. I wonder if the microcline's faster. Incredibly tough. Well, hang in there. Hang in there, Krika. Goodness gracious, what have I done? Okay, so there's the first one. Jeez. And then it's not even gonna let me do this, right? Nope. So do you, okay, so you were here. Oh my god. Perfect storm of trapping someone in a very inconvenient spot. Our little ice spires are doing great though, look at this. So these are both fine. And then we go here. And here. And that goes away. And that goes away. And then we're at the top. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so nervous for our poor little kobold. Okay. So this one I am gonna do. I only have one microcline. I'm gonna say one microcline and one ice, since that's what's closest. I also like how a distressed kobold just climbs. Like she's she's up in the air. She's on the ceiling. She's hanging from the ceiling, starving, dehydrated, drowsy, slowly dying on the ceiling. As one does, exactly. We're out of tetrahedrite somehow. I always find that surprising. Okay, so you brought an ice. Now someone please build this last bit, like right now? Like right now. Is this you? Yeah, okay. Perfect. They do move faster with a block than a boulder of ice. So I should have just stuck with the microcline. Many mistakes were made. Okay. So now you're good, right? So now you're good, right? Okay, go get a drink. Please go get a drink. I have trouble controlling my temper. Irritated when drowsy, panicked when dehydrated. Yeah, I think you deserve a little bit of panic over that one. I've seen other lizards do that before. That's true. That is a very lizard thing, right? Fortunately, the dining room is right here. Yeah, grab a mug. And then go downstairs? Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going over to this one in particular. Okay, sure. Just chug. Chug, 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 chug. Doctor says chug. You are, aren't you? Cool. And now you're gonna go eat. Okay, crisis averted. Crisis averted. So now they should be able to actually get up here. Oh my god. Get rid of this. And this and this. Okay, what else were we doing? I'm... Oh, the miners. We haven't figured out why the miners haven't figured it out. Reciting poetry, remove construction, yeah. And then checking here. No, the first one is on top. Right, I did 1 red and 2 pink. So if I do 2 pink and then 1 red, that shows up as red. So it's the last one you assign determines the color. Huh. Oh yeah, we were working on mining down here, but we were not getting our miners to do the thing. Yeah, why aren't they? Why not? I haven't done anything down here. Why not? If I like... If I tell a squad to get down here, well, I mean... It kind of looks like people are still trying to get down here. Milk animal. Nighty night, JM. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. No stream this Saturday, but we will be back to Dwarf Fortress on Monday. Hope to see you there. Yeah, have a good weekend. Yeah, I hope you have a good one. I will be doing boring things. Monday, yeah, let's not think about Monday yet. Let's think about Friday first. Why? I just say mind that. Why is that? Why is that so hard? If I tell my squad to come down here, can they figure it out? Kind of seems like it. You have a pick. Just up here drinking. You have a steel pick. And like they should just be mining, right? They're not taking other jobs, which is correct, but they're not taking the mining jobs, which is not correct. I'm confused. Is it this? Are they getting all freaked out about this? Oh, because it goes through here. They do have to go through here. Oh, I've cut off the entire underground. Is that the problem? Is that the problem? So I need... Like, why are we misting here? I guess we're leaking here. Her poor abandoned jail. So, wait. I didn't convict anyone. Why is someone in jail? Convicts. So that's a dead miner. I think Rylem is gone. Yeah, why? Hold on. Violation of production order. Did I fail to make something? I probably failed to make something. Oh, and you want quivers? Oh, then you need a bedroom. Goodness. Goodness. Clearly, I am doing good here. If our jail is being used, I should probably make it work. But that's gonna take some work. What is... Oh, there is a thing there. Okay. Well, you seem fine. I am consumed by hatred. It's not like you did anything. You just didn't make something. And got blamed for it. But... I need to join these two things. I'm gonna say... We'll just go like this. And then like this. And then like this. There. There. That'll fix it. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Aquifers are gonna be the death of me. Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, oh hi. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. Still waiting on that one. But then these. My. Okay. You want to go cat cam? It's free. You haven't been kicked out. No. Okay, so we successfully removed that stuff. I need to now I need to replace these floors. Maybe I do need more microcline. But they should be able to get to the microcline now that we've unscrewed up our caves. So maybe we're fine still. And then I need to decide how this connects. That's where we got distracted. I was trying to figure out how to make the ramps work. And then I realized someone was trapped up here. So if we do like ramp here, wall here, do I have walls touching diagonal? I don't really. I do like having these walls just being free floating pillars. So I'm trying to continue that. Which would mean like this. Or rather, I could have a pillar here. Pillar here, ramp here. Or even do the ramps in the middle. So we could do kind of like this. I like how this looks. This might be my favorite level. Do I like this one too? I'm gonna say ramp, 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 ramp. Wall, wall, wall. And then we need more microline. But then I need to not do these tiles. And that's gonna be the top. That's as high up as we're gonna go. I think that works. Cancels fire bolt thrower in custody. Why? Nothing. None of the bolt throwers should be firing right now. First of all. Oh, because I mean those ones are firing because yeah, they're gonna stand ready. How about that? Now, in theory, the cave stuff is going to happen eventually. Did we actually get our... They're still working on it. Okay. Okay, just do it, please. Oh, I'm paused. Maybe that's the problem. Dang aquifer. The next world is going to have a different aquifer situation. I'm pretty decided on that. And I'm hoping, I mean, there should be microcline down here, right? Yeah, so there is microcline down here. So now I need to put the microcline job back in. Let's do like 50? Which means we'll be good forever, right? Okay, now we can actually get back downstairs. Oh my god. Doing so good. Doing so good. This is a granite level. Maybe what we do, so I'm gonna do a big deal, but it's gonna be more spaced out. could do that. It's gonna take a second to assign, apparently. Jeez. Wow. And then I'm gonna call this like lower priority, but we're just gonna go up and down. Stray llama found dead. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of dead animals downstairs since we haven't been able to get down there for a moment. Still not worried about it. We're making our quivers. We should find our clan tactician's bedroom before I forget about that. Yeah, okay. So it's the last gem that you assign is the color of the window. Science! I think we figured it out. That doesn't really help us in the long run, but now we know. That also means that if you are short on a color, you can just put filler crystals in, right? You could just do the cheapest, 2 of the cheapest crystal that you have, and then 1 of the color that you like, and it will be the same visually it'll be the same as if you did 3 of the color that you want. The value would be less, so people getting happy thoughts would be less, but it's a gem window. They're gonna like it anyway. I think that is fine. Come down here to our muddy noble's quarters. And I don't even remember if we made a spot for clan tactician to start with. This is stockkeeper, this is clan voice, this is peacekeeper. This is our worm. This is our clan leader. This is our overseer. This is our winged one, and then our king. I guess I'm gonna just find a spot for a nice bedroom for our tactician. 'Cause why not, I guess. I think we're just gonna plop it here. You can just have this whole random interstitial space here between the cloth stockpile and the well. Of course, can't go through here. I guess your door is going to be right there. Why not? You can make a decent bedroom out of that, and that's all you need. That's all I care about. And I would love for this to happen. Oh, look. Just gotta complain. I mean, we could technically like mine out inside of here as well. I'm just so... I don't like going too nuts on the mining on the cave layers because I don't want to open things up in a way that I don't expect. But also kind of happens sometimes. The dwarves are here. They probably didn't bring anything cool. Okay. I can see the Morganite. I see a cluster there. So now I'm going to make floor over our lake here. No, not bauxite. Just use all the wood. Flame doors bring in rocks and meat and not nearly enough shiny. True. I mean, they probably bring some gems, but I haven't been importing gems either. The problem is that the meat that they bring isn't very valuable. They just don't bring the good meat. Okay, we'll let them go on that. Curious about our other spots. I mean, this is all schist. Maybe we might need to be mining in here. I guess there is quite a bit of schist here. Yeah. Clearly, it ends down here somewhere. But like, there could be a lot of stuff in here. And here, yeah, we might need to be digging in here. So it's gonna be a bit before they get to this. Jeez. Yeah, I guess it's been a while since they've been able to get down here and mine, because I was not paying attention. Oh well, well, we'll let them work on that. I think the thing that I need to tackle, we need to get all of our artifacts in here. I think that's what I want to do now. I'm also debating, so we put flags on 3 sides. I'm debating moving these and putting a flag down here too. For symmetry? And of course, these are the only 2 things I've placed, so I'm going to say this is a copper warhammer, I think. So I'm going to move it over here. Clicking the assign button is going to be a pain every time. Can I just do copper? There you are. Okay, so there's that. This is a gypsum Zalon. Wow. Go to, or can I just do, yeah, that works. Okay. Simple enough. And then I'm going to get rid of this one and get rid of this one. And then check out our objects. So we placed that. So this is a symbol, so it's being worn. We place this one. I'm going to take a picture. Here's what I'm going to do. So I don't have to keep going back and forth between these menus. Maybe. Phone. Hello? Isn't technology cool? So helpful in every way at all times. There we go. Okay. So Tormurtak is being worn. And then this we just placed. So now these, what are they? Pudding stone earrings is what's next. Yup. Pudding stone earrings. We have 2 different artifact pudding stone earrings. And they're even like back to back. These were back to back artifacts. I'll just put them in the corner here together. right? I did the other one first. Yeah, okay. Perfect. And then an instrument of some kind. Karos Goros. That's a good name. Can I search by? Not really. So it is an instrument. Karos Goros. And then a mug. The elevation of quests. Got 2 mugs. Is that mug? What are mugs under? Are mugs tools? Nope. Goblets? Goblets. So I'm looking for Viral Serrera. This one. We have at least 3. We have at least 4 artifact mugs. So Viral Serra goes there. Then we have another crown that is being worn, and then another mug. Climate Cage is the English name. Where was it? Kari Citrus. There you are. And then a sock. Just a straight up sock. Kindling spires. Should I just look for sock? Was that it? Yes, that was it. Yeah. Yeah. Llama wool sock. And then we have a scepter. Of some kind. My goodness, we have so many scepters. Is it that one? That's a different one. That's a different artifact scepter. That is a 3rd different kind. Yeah, there. Jeez. So after Craycat, we have another instrument. Dent Squeeze the Beard of Stone. My goodness. Let's go to musical instruments. And this is Uldrazi Tuli. This one. And then that is this level. They're taking it. Okay, perfect. So now here we have a millstone. Akag Arak Urska Sorsa. Bow to cherish the bowl of swallows. Bowl of swallows, sorry. Wow, that's a good one. That sounds appetizing. Yeah, that one. And then that's everything on that screen. Wow, okay. So, blam. And that first one is a symbol. Yeah. Symbol of Stockkeeper. What did I do that one when? Whatever. Whatever. This is a weapon rack. All's Lakru. Right there. Then another mug. Zazral Critty? Zazral Critty. Zazral Critty. Nope, not those. This is a 5th artifact mug. No? Or is it a mug? It looks like a mug. Maybe it's a barrel or something. It's a cup. It's a cup. There you are. Perfect. I think it may not be as wise to take the mugs out of the dining hall because I'm sure people are getting happy thoughts when they drink out of an artifact mug. But I don't want them to go missing. So I'm gonna put them all in here. Same with the instruments. People aren't using the instruments, so I'm just gonna have them protected in here. Ransack Shameful is the name of this musical instrument. Shizarsica. You. There you are. And then a hammer of some kind. Has 3 names. That one. And then there's this one that has no... It's a symbol and it... Oh, it's a skirt. Okay, but it's being worn. Okay. The symbols I'm okay with being worn. So after that hammer, we have a coffer. Remember this one being kind of stacked. Is it that one? No, there's multiple. Irsactriz Zudarki. Clearly not a coffer. Is it a chest? Coffin? Nope. Nope, not that one. What is it? It's a coffer. Oh, but it's built. Aha, okay. It's filled with instruments. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. And put it on display. And then the dwarves are here. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, look at our junk. Look at our shinies. So after the hammer is this coffer. I don't know if it actually got disassembled yet. Oh my goodness. Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna skip that. I kind of want to go in order so I can keep track of things. Then this is a scepter. It's these names. Sava Shaprika Anil Dowerker? Tube worships the Ochre Beguiler. It's in here somewhere. Wow, conglomerate scepters. We have a lot of conglomerate scepters. And native gold. I never asked for them to make native gold. This one. Right, there we go. Then you are disassembling. There we go. Scatter the mugs. Okay. So I want that chest to be here. My goodness. My goodness. Maybe it's that 10,000 bolts clogging things up. Then the scepter goes there, and then we have a figurine, the snarling one. Irsizinris. We have quite a few figurines as well. We have quite a few figurines. There you are. Like 5 figurines? Wow. And then another mug. Gria Grulaz. There you are. And then a ring. Hollow drowned. That's me. Zylpammer. That one. And then what is that? Is that a puzzle box? It might be a puzzle box. It is called Espasica Sarcizos. Nope. Okay, what are you? It's a ring. It's a different ring. A visually different ring. So I'm looking for Espa. This one. Yeah, they just look different. Interesting. They've gotten procedural graphics on the artifacts now, which I'm not even sure I've heard mentioned explicitly anywhere. Another mug. Grito Shoza Sazlak Giska. That one. Cool. Up to the 3rd level. Holy cow. I was worried that we made this place too big and we wouldn't be able to fill it with our artifacts. I don't feel that way anymore. Here's a figurine called Ordkener Susilav. There you are. And then a thing without a visual. So I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what it is. Right, the Amber Truss is a sleek, large crossbow that does not have art, but we'll put in there anyway. Could make it someone's symbol. Sleek, large crossbow. Cool. Yep. And then we have that, the bow that is a symbol of the winged one that we have in the throne room. And then it's another figurine. Sakru Laras Sasla Sorka. That one. Okay. And then that's the end of that page. I mean, we're more than halfway through. This is just nothing? Interesting. Frosty Metal Scepter. Oh, I see. Interesting. I guess I vaguely remember finding that. Kinda dope. My goodness. Frosty Scepter. Senra Rape Winayama. Sure. Oh, and I didn't take a picture. And that's a symbol. There are a couple symbols in here. So now I want to do this other chest, right? Kari Tirta, the Hand of Jungles. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Kari Tirta. And then a table. It was someone claimed as a family heirloom. I think I'm still going to display it. I might have put it in someone's room. I don't recall. Clearly, since I can't place it, that means it's in someone's room, right? Or not. Maybe it's just in here. It's... Oh, it's a chair. It's a Yeti bone throne. That's right. That's right. Throne of bone. Yeti bone throne. There we go. Perfect. And then another ring. That has activated. Kasoput. Clenched esteem. Did I successfully click this? I don't know if I... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Kasoput. There you are. And then this one is a symbol of the king, so we're going to skip it. And then we have a figurine. Germaro. Right there. And then I think we have a handful of symbols. So the next one is a toy boat. The Glacial Razor? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Korshizad. Artifact toy boat. And then... a crown. Rarka Saz. Arm. And then an amulet, Vessel Wasp. No thank you. Lyzeric. The cat has found a plastic page protector and has run off with it. So that's cool. There you are. And then another ring. Like imagining the rays of sunlight coming through the ice dome and gen windows making multicolor crepuscular rays on a cool background. That'd be very cool. Very cool. I do enjoy making forts in a way that they're fun to visualize, right? Like this is fun to look at. It is pretty on its own. But just like imagining being in these spaces really satisfies me. I was like, I mean, all three of the forts in this world have really been with that, like the visual image in mind, right? Like the throne room here, I love our throne room. I've never made a throne room like this before. It is a ring, Elkmolka Elnilsru. Is that being worn? Didn't think so. Unless it's not a ring. It's a bracelet, which is different. I just like, so we made an ice wall reinforced with black bronze. And I think that would look cool. I have a hard time really imagining what it would look like, but I want to see that. Like even just from the outside. Nope, not control. You, right? Yeah, you. And then there's the king's bed, which is going to stay in the king's bedroom. The adamantine bed. Then we have Shamlasop, which I think is going to be another divine metal thing. We need to place more pedestals. So I think that's going to be it for the moment. We got most of the way through there though. We're down to here. Yeah, blocky clear blue metal greaves. And then we have another coffer. And then some divine metal boots. And the most recent things we've made. So, lizard cradled. Gauntlets called lizard cradled. Worth almost 100 grand. Sweet. Adamantine left gauntlet. Oh yeah, that's right. Someone used my adamantine. We'll have to make sure that those all get placed. But, yeah, look at this. Look at our collection. So then we're gonna want to place some pedestals in here. So we can go... do like this. Maybe out here. So leave this space for the flag. And then up here, we're still going to do more flags. So I'm going to leave this space. So maybe it's kind of the same deal, right? It's just rotated. And then up here, these last two. Oh yeah, they can't actually build those, can they? I'm gonna just assume that I'm gonna want more flags in here. Because why not? And then up here... I don't know what we're gonna do up here. I guess let's... We ran out? Wow, really? Okay. Black, bronze. Pedestal. Do like another 20 of those. And then we'll be good for sure. And then I didn't do the walls here. Or no, that's the way down. Right. I do want a wall here. And a wall here. And then a ramp here and here. And then they can get up, and we're just gonna have to figure out how to do those, and that's fine. Okay. I think that's gonna wrap up for me today. I think we made some good progress here. Have we finished our pillars here? Wow, okay, we finished our pillars. Okay, so then the last step on these pillars is I'm gonna smooth them. From top to bottom. Perfect. And they're all just gonna run out here and do it. Oh my god. We should also make this like a meeting hall of some kind, right? Maybe a statue garden? Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching. I'm going to do this whether there's people here or not. So I appreciate when people show up and are enjoying. We're heading towards the conclusion of this fortress, I think, but there's still more to do in this world. I think we're going to have a polar bear adventure. I think our ridiculous squad is going to have to go have an adventure. And then I want to end up back in Leopard Bends, our original fortress, and spend some time there. Maybe wrap up, like we have, our projects are mostly wrapped up, but I have some things I want to do. I want to maybe grow a little bit. I don't know. There's things I want to do there as well. Yeah, look at that. That's fun. That's fun. I like it. Okay. Cool. Cool. This is coming along. What's our wealth at? We are, so who knows how accurate this is, but this is saying we're at 4.5 million created wealth. Sounds pretty good to me. I can't contest that. So I'm gonna save, and yeah, and we're gonna be back on Monday. I won't be streaming this weekend, so our next stream will be a Dwarf Fortress on Monday, and then Thursday of next week. Come by the following Saturday for more Ina. I'm obsessed with Ina, so we're definitely getting back to Ina. And then who knows what from there. Today's episode is brought to you by a window, gem or otherwise, and by viewers like you. Clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in VODs, hanging out with plastic on the ground, making a ruckus for reasons. Wherever you want to hang out, I appreciate you being here. I hope you come back for more. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I hope you stay kind.